It's 2:30 in the morning, and you're awakened by a pain so excruciating it feels like someone is driving a red-hot cocker through your calf muscle. You cry out in the darkness, your leg seized by a cramp, so intense that you can barely breathe. Your muscle has turned into a rock-hard knot, refusing to release its grip, no matter how desperately you try to stretch it out. The pain radiates up your leg, bringing tears to your eyes, as you struggle to find relief in those tears that feel like an eternity. If this scene sounds heartbreakingly familiar, you're not alone in this midnight torture. Millions of people around the world suffer from muscle cramps, particularly leg cramps that strike without leave them gasping in agony. But what if I told you that the solution to your suffering might be sitting right in your kitchen, in foods that are not only delicious, but can actually prevent these painful episodes from ever happening again? Meet Eleanor, a spirited 72-year-old grandmother from Vermont who had been battling severe leg cramps for 5 years. I was afraid to go to sleep, she recalls, her voice still trembling at the memory every night. I would lie bettering when the next cramp would hit. I tried everything: heating pads, stretching exercises, even prescription medications that made me feel and confused. Nothing seemed to work, and I felt like I was losing my independence, my joy, and my hope. Eleanor's life changed when she attended a health seminar led by Dr. Weil, the renowned integrative medicine physician and best-selling author who has spent decades studying between nutrition and healing. Weil, who founded the Arizona Center for Integrative Medicine and has helped millions of people reclaim that natural approaches, shared groundbreaking insights about how specific nutrients can prevent muscle cramps at their very source. Muscle cramps aren't just a normal part of aging that you have to accept, Dr. Weil explained to the packed auditorium. They're often your body's desperate cry for specific nutrients, particularly potassium, which plays a crucial role in muscle function and nerve transmission. When you understand this connection and give your body what it needs, you can often eliminate cramps entirely. To understand why potassium is so powerful in preventing muscle cramps, we need to look at what happens in some cells during normal function and during a cramp. Think of your muscles as an intricate electrical system, more sophisticated than any computer, where minerals act as the conductors that allow electrical signals to flow smoothly from your brain to your muscle fibers. Potassium works hand in hand with sodium to create what scientists call the sodium-potassium pump, maintains the electrical charge across your muscle cell membranes. When you have adequate potassium levels, this pump works efficiently, allowing your muscles to contract, when more importantly, to relax completely when the work is done. However, when potassium levels drop too low, this electrical system begins to malfunction, causing your muscles contract involuntarily and stay contracted, creating those agonizing cramps that can leave you writhing in pain. Weil's research, supported by numerous studies published in prestigious medical journals, shows that potassium is one of the most common yet overlooked causes of muscle cramps, especially in adults over 40. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at conserving potassium, and many medications commonly prescribed to older adults, including diuretics for blood pressure and certain heart medications, can further deplete potassium stores. The modern Western diet, filled with processed foods high in sodium and low in potassium, creates and sets the stage for muscle cramps. Our ancestors consumed a diet with a potassium to sodium ratio of about 10:1, but today's typically reverse this ratio, with most people consuming far more sodium than potassium. This dramatic shift has contributed not only to muscle cramps, but also to high blood pressure, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. Eleanor discovered this connection when Dr. Weil recommended that she focus on incorporating specific potassium-rich foods into her daily routine. I was skeptical at first, she admits with a smile. How could something as simple as changing what I eat make such a dramatic difference? But I was desperate, so I decided to give it a try. The first potassium powerhouse that Dr. Weil recommends is one that might surprise you with its versatility, incredible mineral content: the humble sweet potato. A single medium-sized baked sweet potato contains over 540 milligrams of potassium, which is more than many bananas. The fruit most people think of when they hear about potassium-rich foods. But sweet potatoes offer something that bananas don't. They're also rich in magnesium, another crucial mineral for muscle function, and complex carbohydrates that provide sustained energy without causing blood sugar spikes. The science behind sweet potatoes' effectiveness goes beyond just their potassium content. These vibrant orange vegetables contain beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, supporting healthy nerve function and reducing inflammation that can contribute to muscle cramping. The fiber in sweet potatoes also helps your body absorb and utilize potassium more effectively, ensuring that this crucial mineral reaches your muscle cells where it's needed most. Dr.weil often shares the story of Robert, a 58-year-old marathon runner who had been forced to give up passion due to severe leg cramps that would strike during long runs. "I tried every sports drink and supplement on the market," Robert explains. "Nothing worked until I started eat potato about 2 hours before my runs. Within 3 weeks, my cramps were gone, and I was back to running the distances I loved." The second potassium-rich food that Dr.weil champions might already be in your fruit bowl: bananas. While many people know that bananas contain potassium, few understand just how powerful this fruit can be for preventing muscle cramps. A medium banana provides about 420 milligrams of potassium, along with vitamin B6, which helps your body utilize potassium more effectively, and natural sugars that provide quick energy for your muscles. What makes bananas particularly effective for cramp prevention is their unique combination of potassium and easily digestible carbohydrates. The natural sugars in bananas help transport potassium into your muscle cells more efficiently, while the magnesium works synergistically with potassium to regulate muscle contractions and prevent the volanese spasms that cause cramps. Dr.weil recommends eating bananas at specific times for maximum cramp prevention benefits. Having a banana about 30 minutes before physical activity can help prevent exercise-induced cramps, while eating one before bedtime can help prevent those dreaded nighttime leg cramps that jolt you awake. The timing matters because it takes about 30 to 60 minutes for the potassium in bananas to be absorbed into bloodstream and reach your muscle cells. However, it's important to understand that while bananas are helpful, research shows that eating a single dot provide enough potassium to immediately stop a cramp in progress. The key is consistent daily intake of potassium-rich foods to maintain optimal levels and prevent cramps, and prevent in the first place. The third potassium powerhouse that Dr.weil enthusiastically recommends is leafy green vegetables, particularly spinach and Swiss chard. These nutritional giants contain not only substantial amounts of potassium, but also magnesium, calcium, and calci, creating a perfect storm of nutrients that support optimal muscle function. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides over 840 milligrams of potassium, nearly double what you'd get from a banana, along with the minerals that work together to prevent cramps. The beauty of leafy greens lies in their versatility, and the way they deliver potassium, along with other nutrients. The magnesium in spinach helps your muscles relax after contracting, while the calcium supports proper contraction. The folate helps maintain healthy nerve function, ensuring that the electrical signals controlling your muscle are clear and coordinated. Maria, a 65-year-old retired nurse, discovered the power of leafy greens when she started adding spinach her morning smoothies following Dr.weil's recommendations. "I had been suffering from painful foot and calf cramps for months," she recalls. "Within 2 weeks of having meals every morning, my cramps became less frequent and less severe. After a month, they were practically gone. I couldn't believe that something so simple could make such a quality of life." The fourth potassium-rich food that Dr.weil recommends might surprise you because it's often overlooked in discussions of healthy eating: white beans and the legumes. A single cup of cooked white beans contains an astounding 1,000 milligrams of potassium, making them one of the most concentrated sources of the crucial mineral available in whole foods. Beans also provide protein, fiber, and magnesium, creating a nutritional profile that's ideal for supporting muscle and preventing cramps. What makes beans particularly effective for cramp prevention is their ability to provide sustained relief. sustained throughout the day. Unlike fruits that provide quick bursts of potassium, the fiber and protein in beans slow down digestion, ensuring a steady supply of this crucial mineral to your muscles over several hours. This sustained release is particularly beneficial for preventing nighttime cramps, as it helps maintain optimal potassium levels while you sleep. Dr.weil often recommends incorporating beans into lunch or dinner rather than breakfast, as this timing allows the sustained potassium release to continue the evening and night when many people experience their worst cramps. Adding white beans to soups, salads, or pasta dishes is an easy way to dramatically increase your potassium when making major changes to your eating habits. The fifth and perhaps most surprising potassium powerhouse that Dr.weil recommends is coconut water, nature's own sports drink that provides potassium in a highly absorbable form on other electrolytes that support muscle function. 1 cup of coconut water contains about 600 milligrams of potassium, along with magnesium, calcium, and sodium cautions that closely mimic your body's natural electrolyte balance. Unlike commercial sports drinks that are loaded with artificial colors, flavors, and excessive sugar, coconut water provides natural electrolytes without the additives that can actually interfere with mineral absorption. The potassium in coconut water is particularly well absorbed because it comes with other minerals and help transport it into your cells more effectively. Dr.weil recommends coconut water as both a preventive measure and an acute treatment for muscle cramps. Drinking a glass of coconut water before physical activity can help prevent exercise-induced cramps, while sipping it slowly during a cramp episode can help relax the muscle more quickly than water alone. The natural sugars in coconut water also help replenish muscle glycogen stores, providing the energy yours to function properly and recover from cramping episodes. Now that you understand these 5 powerful potassium sources, let's talk about how to incorporate them into your team for maximum cramp fighting effectiveness. Dr.weil emphasizes that consistency is more important than quantity. It's better to have small amounts of these potassium-rich foods every day than to consume large quantities sporadically. Start your day with what Weil calls the morning muscle protection smoothie. Blend a handful of fresh banana, a cup of coconut water, and your favorite fruits. The spinach provides a potassium powerhouse start to your day, while the banana adds additional potassium and natural sweetness. The coconut water ensures optimal hydration and electrolyte balance from the moment you wake up for lunch. Focus on incorporating legumes into your meals. Add white beans to your salad, soup, or sandwich. A simple white bean and vegetable soup provides not only substantial potassium, but also fiber and protein to sustain your energy levels throughout the afternoon. The sustained release of potassium from beans helps maintain optimal muscle function during the most active part of your day. Your evening meal is the perfect time to enjoy a baked sweet potato as a side dish. The timing is crucial because the potassium from sweet potatoes will be absorbed and available to you tonight. When many people experience their worst cramps, try baking sweet potatoes in advance and reheating them for quick, convenient access to this potassium powerhouse. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to prevent muscle cramps is expecting immediate results from dietary changes. While some individuals notice improvements within days, Dr.weil explains that it typically takes 2 to 4 weeks of consistent potassium intake to replenish depleted muscle stores and see significant reduction in cramping frequency and intensity. Your body needs time to restore the delicate mineral balance that keeps your muscles functioning smoothly. Another common mistake is thinking that more is always better. While potassium is generally safe when obtained from food sources, it's important to maintain balance with other electrolytes. Dr.weil recommends focusing on whole foods rather than supplements, as foods provide potassium along with oxygen work synergistically to support muscle health. Many people also make the error of only focusing on potassium when they're experiencing cramps, rather than using these foods as a preventive strategy. Think of potassium-rich foods as insurance for your muscles. They work best when consumed regularly, not just soon dreams arise. By maintaining consistent potassium levels, you're giving your muscles the tools they need to function properly day and night. It's also important to be aware of factors that can interfere with potassium absorption and utilization. Excessive caffeine consumption, certain medications like diuretics, and high levels of stress can all deplete your body's potassium stores. If you're taking medications or dealing with chronic stress, you may need to be even more diligent about incorporating these potassium-rich foods into your diet. Dr.weil also emphasizes the importance of proper hydration. When increasing your potassium intake, water helps transport potassium to your muscle cells and supports the overall function of your circulatory system. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water throughout the day, and consider coconut water as part of your hydration strategy, to provide both fluids and electrolytes. As you embark on this journey toward cramp-free living, remember that you're not just addressing a symptom. You're nurturing your entire muscular system. The potassium in these foods doesn't just prevent cramps. It supports hundreds of enzymatic reactions in your body, promotes better sleep, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and even contributes to bone health. Your muscles have carried you through decades of life, and they deserve the care and attention that only proper nutrition can provide. By choosing to nourish your body with these 5 potassium-rich foods, you're taking control of your comfort and mobility in a way that honors both your body's wisdom and the latest scientific understanding of muscle health. The path to freedom from muscle cramps doesn't require expensive treatments or complicated protocols. It starts with understanding what your body needs and providing it through the simple act of mindful eating. Dr.weil's 5 potassium powerhouses: sweet potatoes, bananas, leafy greens, white beans, waters, and coconut are a natural, effective, and enjoyable way to reclaim peaceful nights and comfortable days. Eleanor, the grandmother we met at the beginning of our journey, discovered that her muscle cramps were completely treatable through consistent intake of potassium-rich foods. Within 6 weeks of following Dr.weil's recommendations, my nighttime leg cramps became a distant memory, she says with a radiant smile. I sleep peacefully through the night, wake up refreshed, and can enjoy my morning walks with my grandchildren. The solution was so simple, and it gave me back my life. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, remember that you now have the knowledge and tools to support your muscles naturally. Your journey toward cramp-free living begins with your very next meal. Choose to nourish your body with the potassium it craves, and watch as your muscles respond with the relaxation, with the comfort you deserve. The power to change your experience is literally in your hands, waiting in your kitchen, ready to transform painful interruptions into the restful, restorative sleep your body needs to thrive.